Hello and welcome to The Print. I'm Snehesh Alex Philip. Now, we all know how slow the modernization process is when it comes to the latest equipment for the armed forces. Now, the Defense Ministry and the armed forces are in talks with each other for the next set of emergency procurement pass, that is the EP, which was started as an interim arrangement after the 2016 Uri attacks. Now, the problem is that they differ on what it should be spent on. The EP, under which services can ink contracts worth up to rupees 300 crore each on their own, lets the forces to circumvent the torturous and the long-winded process of acquiring new systems for modernization. Now, sources in the defense and security establishment told ThePrint that while the armed forces are seeking emergency procurement powers for capital acquisitions, that is, for buying new equipment, the Defense Ministry is of the view that the scheme should cater to the sustenance. In October last year, the last tranche of the EP given to the armed forces got over. I had then reported that the army is seeking to institutionalize the scheme. The EP was extended to all the three services, that is the Army, the Navy and the Air Force, 4 times, and they all have gone ahead and acquired multiple offensive and defensive systems since then. For example, the Army managed to seal 140 procurement deals spread across the 4 tranches, that is EP1 to EP4, worth rupees 18,000 crores. Yes, 18,000 crores. That is how much the Army spent on emergency procurement. Now, it helped the Army fill up critical gaps in multiple fields, including firepower, drone warfare, mobility, communication, and personal protection of soldiers, among others. The same holds true for the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force, which also spent on procuring drones, missiles, and communication systems, among others. Now, following the tension along the borders with China in 2020, the provisions were reintroduced, that is the EP. The primary objective of the EP was to plug critical operational gaps, especially along the northern borders. The procurement by the forces under the EP included remote control weapon systems, air defense missiles, anti-tank missiles, satellite downlink and recording systems, very small aperture terminal, that is the VSAT, and portable mobile terminals. For the Army, these also included multi-terrain vehicles, the ones that were showcased on the Rajpath for the Republic Day, high mobility reconnaissance vehicles, loitering munitions, drones, among others. The initial 3 tranches saw the Army utilizing approximately about 6,500 crore and finalizing 68 contracts. In the EP4 alone, which spanned from September 2022 to September 2023, more than 70 schemes worth nearly 11,000 crore were inked, which means that was the kind of urgency that the Army was facing. But then, the plethora of procurement done under EP exposes the malaise that continues to shadow India's defense procurement and planning. Wonder what the defense planners were doing till now that the armed forces have to wait for EP to get basic stuff like assault rifles and ballistic helmets. It is important for the Modi government to cut the red tapeism when it comes to military procurements. Yes, the government has taken a number of steps to somehow fast track the process, but the fact remains that these processes continue to be very long when it comes to military procurements. For The Print, this is Snehesh Alex Philip. Do subscribe to our Print's YouTube channel for more such videos.